Good morning, beloved. Before you do anything else today, before the phone, before the noise, before the world pulls at your attention, I want you to just breathe. Be still for a moment, because right now, in this quiet space, I sense the Lord drawing near to cover you and your household, over your family, over your children, over your home. I speak divine protection this morning. No weapon formed against your household shall prosper. No harm shall come near your dwelling. This is not just a video. This is an appointment with God. I don't know what you walked into this morning carrying. Maybe it's worry about your finances. Maybe it's a health report that shook you. Maybe it's a relationship that feels broken, or a heaviness in your spirit you can't quite explain. But hear me, friend. You were not led to this moment by accident. The same God who numbered the stars knows your name, and he has not forgotten you. He sees every tear you've cried in silence, and he is near to you right now. There is something powerful about surrendering the morning to God before the world gets its hands on it. When you give him your first moments, you're declaring that he is Lord over your entire day, over your mind, over your decisions, over every conversation you'll have. So let's slow down together. Let's quiet our hearts. Let's invite his presence into this room, into this space, into wherever you are sitting right now. He is not far off. He is closer than your next breath. As we move through this prayer together, I want you to hold on to one truth. God is not finished with you. Whatever mountain stands before you, whatever door seems closed, whatever dream feels delayed, he has not turned his back on you. This morning he is inviting you to trust him again, to release your burdens into his hands, and to receive the peace that only he can give. Let this be the moment everything begins to shift. Before we go further, I want to ask something small of you. If your heart is open this morning, take a moment to like this video. It helps this word reach someone else who needs it too. Subscribe to the channel so we can walk through these daily prayers together. And right now, wherever you are, type Amen in the comments as your declaration of faith. Then tell me, what is one thing you're believing God for today? Write it below. Let's stand in agreement together, because he is faithful and he is listening. Beloved, before anything else stirs in your heart this morning, I want you to rest in this truth. God is standing watch over your family right now, not tomorrow, not later. Right now, in this very moment, his eyes are upon your household and his hand is extended over every person you love. The scriptures remind us that he who watches over Israel neither slumbers nor sleeps. And that same God is wide awake over your home this morning. Think of your children, wherever they are, however old they may be. He knows their steps before they take them. Think of your spouse, your parents, your siblings, the ones under your roof and the ones scattered far away. Distance means nothing to God. His covering doesn't shrink with miles. It stretches as far as his love reaches, and his love has no end. There may be things you cannot see coming, dangers on the road, sicknesses lurking quietly, storms forming in someone's heart that only he can calm. But I want you to receive this peace. No weapon formed against your family shall prosper. Every plan of the enemy against your bloodline is being dismantled. Even as you sit here listening, let your shoulders drop. Let your breathing slow. Your family is not walking alone today. They are walking under the shadow of the Almighty, sheltered, guarded, and deeply, deeply loved. Friend, I want you to know something this morning. He sees you, not the version of you that smiles for others, not the strength you put on before you walk out the door, but the real you, the one who lies awake at night with thoughts too heavy to say out loud. The one who has prayed the same prayer so many times it feels like whispers into silence. God has heard every single one. Nothing you've carried has gone unnoticed. Not the tears you cried in the car alone. Not the ache you've hidden behind a quiet smile. Not the fear you haven't told anyone about. He was there in every one of those moments, close enough to catch every tear before it fell. You have never once carried anything by yourself. He has been holding the weight with you all along, gently, patiently, and with more love than words could ever hold. There is something sacred about giving God the very first moments of your day, before the noise of the world has a chance to speak into your spirit. Before the messages start coming in, before the demands of the day press in on you, before your mind fills with tasks and worries, this quiet moment belongs to Him. When you choose to surrender your morning to God, you are saying, "Lord, you go first. Order my steps before I take them." You are placing your thoughts, your plans, your fears, and your hopes into hands far more capable than your own. This is not a small thing. It is an act of trust that shapes everything that follows. The tone of your entire day is often set in these first quiet breaths, whether you carry anxiety forward or whether you carry peace. So this morning, lay it all down, your schedule, your pressures, your unanswered questions, give them to Him before you carry them yourself. Let Him hold what's too heavy for your hands. Let this become your rhythm, not just for today, but for every morning after this one, until surrender simply becomes the way you live, right where you are sitting, in this ordinary moment, in this room that looks like any other room. Something sacred is happening. You are inviting the presence of God to fill this space. You don't need a grand cathedral or the perfect words. You simply need a willing heart. And that is exactly what you carry this morning. As you quiet yourself, as you set aside the distractions pulling at your attention, His presence draws near. He is not confined to a building or a Sunday morning. He meets you in your kitchen, in your car, in your bedroom before the sun has fully risen, so breathe Him in right now. Let your heart soften. Let the tension in your shoulders release. Whatever this space has held before, stress, exhaustion, uncertainty, invite Him to fill it instead with peace that doesn't make sense, with comfort that settles deep in your bones. This is holy ground, simply because you chose to pause here with Him. Let His presence saturate every corner of this moment, wrapping around you like warmth on a cold morning. There may be a mountain standing in front of you this morning, one that hasn't moved despite your prayers, your tears, your quiet pleading in the dark. Maybe it's a diagnosis still unresolved, a marriage still strained, a door still closed no matter how hard you've pushed. And I want to gently remind you this morning, the mountain not moving yet does not mean God has forgotten you. Delay is not denial. Silence is not absence. Sometimes the very thing you're waiting on is being worked out in ways you cannot yet see, in rooms you're not standing in timing only. He fully understands. Trusting Him in this season doesn't mean pretending the mountain isn't there. It means choosing to believe He is still good even while it stands. It means whispering, "I don't understand this, but I trust you anyway." That kind of faith is rare, and it is precious to Him. So this morning, if your mountain hasn't moved, don't let your heart grow cold or your hope grow thin. Keep speaking to it, keep believing, keep showing up in prayer even when nothing looks different yet. He is still working, even in the waiting, even in the silence, even when your eyes cannot yet see the change your heart is longing for. This morning, before you step away from this quiet place, I want to invite you into something simple but powerful, a moment of agreement. There is something that happens in the Spirit when we speak our faith out loud, when we don't just think our prayers but declare them. So right now, wherever you are, I want you to type the word Amen in the comments below. Let it be your declaration that you receive everything spoken over you this morning. The protection over your family, the peace for your burdens, the surrender of your day, His presence filling this space, and the trust to keep believing even while the mountain stands. Let Amen be your way of saying, "Lord, I receive this, I stand on this, I believe this over my life." And then I want to ask you something a little deeper. Take a moment and think, What is the one thing you are believing God for today? Maybe it's healing for your body. Maybe it's breakthrough in your finances. Maybe it's restoration in a relationship that feels far from repaired. Maybe it's simply peace of mind after a season of chaos. Whatever it is, don't keep it to yourself this morning. Write it in the comments. Let's stand together in agreement, because there is something beautiful about a community of believers lifting each other up, praying over one another's needs, carrying each other's burdens before the Lord. And if this word has ministered to your heart this morning, if you felt His presence even for a moment while listening, take a second to like this video so someone else searching for hope this morning can find it too. Subscribe to this channel so we can walk through these prayers together, day after day, growing closer to Him with every sunrise. As we come to the end of this time together, I want you to notice something. You don't feel the same way you did when this video began. Something has shifted, even if just quietly, even if you can't fully explain it yet. That's the presence of God settling into the corners of your heart, doing the kind of work that words alone could never do. Let that stillness stay with you as you step back into your day. Before you go, I want you to carry this one truth with you. You are not walking into today unprotected, unnoticed, or unloved. Everything spoken over you this morning was not just words into the air. It was truth being planted into your spirit, truth that will hold you steady when the day gets loud, when pressures rise, when your faith feels tested before lunchtime even comes. Remember, your family is covered. Remember, your burdens have been seen and held by a God who never once looked away. Remember that surrendering your mornings to Him is not weakness, but wisdom. Remember, His presence didn't leave when this video ends. He goes with you into your kitchen, your car, your workplace, your conversations, your waiting rooms, your quiet moments alone. And remember the mountain that hasn't moved yet. It is still under His watchful eye. Nothing you're waiting on has been forgotten. Nothing you've prayed about has gone unheard. Keep trusting, even in the parts of your story that haven't been written yet. He is not finished, and neither is this season of your life. I want to gently remind you, if you haven't yet, to type Amen in the comments below as your declaration that you receive everything spoken this morning over your life and your family. Let it be your way of sealing this moment in faith, not just hearing it, but standing on it. And if there is something stirring in your heart right now, something you are quietly believing God for, don't carry it alone. Write it in the comments. Let this become a place where we hold each other up, where we agree together in prayer, where no one has to stand in faith by themselves. If this time together ministered to you, even in the smallest way, take a moment to like this video. It helps this word reach someone else who may be searching this morning for exactly the peace you just received. And if your heart was touched today, subscribe to this channel so we can walk through these mornings together, day after day, prayer after prayer, growing steadier in our faith, calmer in our spirit, and closer to the heart of God with each new sunrise. This is not goodbye. This is simply until tomorrow morning, when we'll gather here again, quiet our hearts again, and let His presence meet us once more. Until then, carry this peace with you. Let it steady your steps and soften your heart throughout the hours ahead. Go now in peace, beloved. Go covered, go loved. Go trusting that the same God who met you here this morning will walk every single step of your day beside you, holding you, guiding you, and never once letting you go.